Have you ever felt like you and your partner are speaking completely different languages? You try to explain something, but they just do not get it, leading to a frustrating cycle of misunderstanding? What if I told you this communication gap is not your fault, but a deep-seated difference in how you are wired? One classic book suggests you might as well be from different planets. And understanding this simple idea could unlock the secret to a happier relationship. Welcome back to DreamAIReview. Today, we are diving into John Gray's revolutionary book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. While it was published decades ago, its core ideas are more relevant than ever in our fast-paced, high-stress world. We are not just going to talk about the theory. We're going to show you how to apply its powerful insights to your modern life, from navigating work stress to connecting on a deeper level. Let's decode the Martian and Venusian languages to finally build the understanding you crave. Our first and most foundational idea is the Martian and Venusian metaphor itself. The book's central premise is beautifully simple. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. They journeyed to Earth, fell in love, but over time, they forgot they came from different worlds, with unique customs and needs. This forgetfulness, or amnesia, is the root of so many relationship conflicts. We expect our partners to think, feel, and react just like we do. When they do not, we feel hurt, confused, or invalidated, not realizing they are simply operating on their native planetary programming. This is not about boxing people into rigid stereotypes, but about understanding general tendencies in communication and emotional processing. Think of it less as a strict rule and more as a helpful map for navigating unfamiliar territory. For instance, in a modern relationship, this might manifest when one partner wants to immediately discuss a stressful day at work, while the other wants to zone out with a video game. Neither approach is wrong. They are just different planetary customs for handling stress. The conflict arises when we judge our partner's method through our own lens, seeing their silence as rejection or their desire to talk as an overwhelming demand. So, here's your action step. The next time you feel misunderstood, pause and ask yourself, am I expecting a Martian to act like a Venusian, or vice versa? Instead of getting frustrated, get curious. Try to understand their planetary perspective. Simply acknowledging that your partner is not you, and that their way is not a personal slight against you, can diffuse tension instantly. This small shift in perspective is the first step toward building a bridge between your two worlds, turning confusion into connection. This leads us directly to the second powerful concept, how we handle stress. Gray famously observed that when faced with a problem, men tend to retreat to their cave, while women prefer to talk it out. A man's cave is his private space for processing thoughts and finding solutions. It could be his garage, a long drive, or simply tuning out in front of the television. To him, this withdrawal is a productive act of problem solving. He's not ignoring his partner. He's trying to slay the dragon so he can emerge focused and calm. In contrast, a woman often processes stress by talking. She seeks connection and empathy. The act of sharing her feelings helps her feel understood and less alone, which is often the solution in itself. She is not necessarily looking for her partner to fix the problem. She is looking for him to listen and validate her experience. This fundamental difference creates a classic conflict. A stressed man goes silent, which a stressed woman interprets as abandonment. She tries to draw him out by talking, which he perceives as an intrusion into his cave, making him retreat further. This vicious cycle, fueled by misunderstanding, can drive a wedge between even the most loving couples. Your actionable step is to respect the retreat and encourage the talk. If you see your partner retreating into their cave, do not follow them. Instead, give them the space they need, trusting that they will emerge when they have processed their thoughts. You can say something supportive like, I can see you need some space. I am here for you when you are ready to connect. Conversely, if you are the one who needs to talk, express that need clearly. Say, I had a really tough day, and it would mean a lot to me if I could just vent for a few minutes. I do not need you to fix anything, just to listen. Recognizing and honoring these different coping mechanisms turns a potential conflict into an opportunity to show love and support in the way your partner truly needs it. The third idea, Mr. Fix-It syndrome, is a direct consequence of the cave and talk dynamic. Because men are often wired to be solution-oriented, when a woman shares her feelings of distress, a man's instinctive reaction is to jump in and offer solutions. He hears a problem and immediately shifts into Mr. Fix-It mode. From his Martian perspective, providing a solution is the highest form of care. He is trying to take away her pain and make things better. However, from a Venusian perspective, this can feel invalidating. When a woman is sharing her feelings, what she often craves is empathy, the feeling that someone understands her emotional experience. Unsolicited advice can inadvertently send the message, you are not capable of solving this yourself. Or worse, your feelings are not valid. Here's a quick fix so you can stop feeling that way. This is why a simple that sounds really hard can be infinitely more powerful than a 5-point plan to solve her problem. On the flip side, women may inadvertently wound their Martian partners by offering unsolicited advice, which can make a man feel criticized or incompetent, as if his partner does not trust him to handle his own challenges. Here's your powerful action step. Learn to listen for the underlying need. Before you respond, ask yourself, is my partner asking for a solution, or are they asking for understanding? If you are the fixer, consciously hold back on giving advice. Instead, practice active listening. Reflect their feelings back to them with phrases like, sounds like you felt really unappreciated in that meeting, or I can see why you are so frustrated. This shows you are truly hearing them. If you are the one who tends to offer advice, try showing trust instead. Express confidence in your partner's ability to handle the situation by saying, I know you will figure it out. Trust you. This shift from fixing to validating is a game changer for emotional intimacy. Our fourth key insight revolves around primary emotional needs. Gray suggests that while both genders need all forms of love, they prioritize them differently. Men's primary needs are trust, acceptance, and appreciation. A man needs to feel that his partner trusts him to do his best, accepts him for who he is without trying to change him, and appreciates his efforts. When a man feels trusted and appreciated, he is motivated to give more and be the best version of himself. Criticism and attempts to improve him are deeply demotivating. Women, on the other hand, primarily need caring, understanding, and respect. A woman needs to feel that her partner genuinely cares about her well-being, makes an effort to understand her feelings, and respects her as an individual. When she feels cared for and understood, she feels safe and loved, which in turn allows her to give her trust and appreciation more freely. Forgetting her birthday or dismissing her feelings can be devastating because it signals a lack of care and understanding, which are fundamental to her sense of security in the relationship. The action step here is to love your partner in their language. Make a conscious effort this week to show your partner love in the way they need it most. If your partner is the Martian in the relationship, find a specific, genuine reason to say, I really appreciate how hard you work for us, or I trust your judgment on this. Let go of the urge to micromanage or offer helpful suggestions. If your partner is the Venusian, focus on acts of caring and understanding. Take 5 minutes to listen to them without distraction. Offer a hug, or send a text that says, I was just thinking about you and how much you mean to me. These small, targeted acts of love speak volumes more than grand gestures that miss the mark. Finally, we have the brilliant concept of scoring points. This is where many couples get tangled up. Gray argues that Martians believe that big gestures, like buying an expensive gift or planning a lavish vacation, should score big points. They put in a massive effort and expect a massive return in appreciation. They think one big act of love should cover them for a while. Venusians, however, keep a different kind of scoreboard. For them, every single act of love, no matter how small, gets 1 point. A hug is 1 point. Taking out the trash without being asked is 1 point. Thoughtful text message is 1 point. A diamond necklace is also 1 point. From this perspective, a man who does one big thing and then coasts for a month is essentially leaving his partner feeling unloved for 29 days. A woman feels most loved when there is a consistent stream of small, positive interactions. This is why she might seem unimpressed by a grand gesture if she has felt neglected by the lack of small, daily kindnesses. The clear action step is to focus on small, consistent efforts. Do not wait for a special occasion to show your love. The goal is to accumulate points every single day. For the Martians out there, this means realizing that doing the dishes tonight might be more meaningful than planning a vacation for next year. For the Venusians, It means recognizing and appreciating the small efforts your partner does make, reinforcing the behavior you want to see. Try this challenge. For 1 week, both partners commit to doing one small, loving thing for the other each day. It could be bringing them coffee, leaving a note, or giving a compliment. You will be amazed at how quickly these small points add up to a feeling of overwhelming love and connection. Let's imagine a real-life couple, Mark and Sarah, who were stuck in a cycle of misunderstanding. Mark would come home from his high-pressure sales job and immediately retreat to his man cave, the garage, to work on his old car. Sarah, who had a stressful day managing her team, would feel hurt and ignored. She just wanted to connect and talk about her day. Following him to the garage only led to short, tense conversations. After learning these concepts, they tried a new approach. When Mark came home, Sarah started saying, "I can see you need some time to decompress. I am going to start dinner. Let me know when you are ready to connect." This gave Mark the space he needed without feeling guilty. In turn, after about 30 minutes, Mark started coming inside, giving Sarah a hug and saying, "Thanks for the space. My day was a mess. How was yours? I am ready to listen." By respecting each other's planetary needs and communicating them clearly, they transformed their evenings from a source of conflict into a time of mutual support and reconnection. To sum it all up, building a stronger relationship is not about becoming a mind reader. It is about learning a new language. First, remember the Martian-Venusian metaphor and get curious, not furious, about your differences. Second, respect your partner's unique way of handling stress, whether it is retreating to a cave or needing to talk. Third, move from being a Mr. Fix-It to a Mr. I Understand. And finally, score points every single day with small, consistent acts of love that speak directly to your partner's primary needs. Remember, progress is more important than perfection. Every small effort you make to understand your partner's world builds a stronger bridge between you. If this video helped you see your relationship in a new light, please hit the like button. We would love to hear from you in the comments. Which one of these ideas are you going to apply this week? And do not forget to subscribe to DreamAIReview for more practical insights to improve your life.